Writing is a great skill, but thinking is a better one. Today, we are going to deal writing skills. This is the last skill in communication skills. Happy morning to all girls. Reading and writing are life skills that everyone should have the opportunity to learn. Reading and writing are life skills that everyone should have the opportunity to learn. Use your writing skills and show it to the world. Use your writing skills and show it to the world. First, what is writing skill? A definition of writing skill. It means putting letters or symbols on any surface. In any communication, writing have a very remarkable place. Good writing skills allow you to communicate your message with clarity and ease. First point, writing skill. Putting a letters, putting a words or a symbols on the surface, on any surface, it's called a writing skill. If in any communication, writing have a very remarkable place. In any communication, writing have a important place. Good writing skills allow you communicate your message with clarity and ease. Good writing skill allows you to communicate your information, communicate your message with clearly and in an easy way. One of the best methods to communicate, writing skill is considered as one of the best method to communicate. Writing is one of the oldest known form of communication. Writing skill is an old one, okay, but it is a well-known form of communication. Everyone knows that. It is a well-known form of a well-known pattern of a communication. In today's age of information and technology, writing has become a lost art. In this today's period, today's scenario, the information of a technology, okay, writing has become a lost of art. Actually, writing is a art, a kind of art, okay. Because of a technology, the main writing is nowadays is lost. Writing involves encoding of a message of some kind that it was translate our thoughts into language. Writing involves the encoding of a message. That means it helps to describe, expose of a message in some kind as we translate our thought into language. Writing is a creative skill. Okay, as other skills, proficiency comes with the practice. Same case in writing. So every skill have some proficiency. So in writing skill also have a proficiency and is also called a creative skill. Like others how we get a proficiency, like the writing also have a proficiency to get through the creative writing. So it it is a main case of a writing. Next one, why writing is important? Why writing is important? Writing influences the way we think. Okay, the writing influences the way we think. What we think, through that writing shows our influence. Writing aims to capture a thought or idea. Writing aims to capture a thought or idea. So whatever ideas and thoughts, everything we will find in the writing set. To transfer to permanent format, making to a tangible. It will be transferred to permanent format. For writing, there is a particular format is there. Okay, So a structure is there. I will explain in the later. So it make it is a tangible. It is make it is to be very easy. Okay, transfer. It is easy to transfer. That's why. The next one is in next one. Any student in I level institute will be usually required to write a variety of dissertations, papers, and essays throughout the whole period of their studies. So in college level, in school level only, they're giving a more importance to the writing skill. That is, it is considered as a writing is important because in that particular time only we will able to write and show our skills through the help of a writing skills. Next one, the writing process. So here there are three processes there. One is a planning, another one is a writing, another one is a quality control. So writing is the painting of the voice. Writing is the painting of the voice. The writing process. First, we are going to discuss the planning. Keep objectives in mind and research the topic. Think about the audience. Outlining helps organize a thought. So, first of all, how to plan? First of all, we have to keep objects in our mind. That means we have to search the topic. In which topic we have to select, how to select. So we have to search in our mind, keep it as a objectives. In one many topics, many things there to write up. Think about the audience. Okay, we have to think. Why we have to think? You may be asked like this, because when we are showing our writing skill, all these things have to adapt the audience. They have to adapt it. So we have to show the interest through the writing also. Next one, outlining helps organize the thoughts. Outline helps the organizer thoughts. It will be, if just roughly we have to put some outline. Okay, it will helps to organize the thoughts. It will be create a more thoughts. It will be give more thoughts and ideas to elaborate the writing skill. The writing process. Now writing. Follow your outline, use your handbook. Inspiration is acceptable but must be carefully reviewed. Use the interview approach to supplement the outline. Who, what, where, when, how. So when we are writing, you have to follow the outliners. What are the points you took in shortly, and then inspiration is acceptable but must be carefully reviewed. So for inspiration is very important. So when we are reviewing, we must very carefully we have to review that. Use the interview approach to supplement the outline. So when we are interacting with, when you are introducing that time you have to don't go deeply, just you have to tell the outline, who, what, where, when, how in your concept. The writing process. Next one, quality control. How we have to qualify, how we have to evaluate our writing skill. Reread your work, read and again read your work. Okay, be critical of your own work. So you have to be criticized in your work yourself. Then only you can find out how it is came out, how it is coming well. So those things, you are the only the quality control in the writing process. So good writing. So good writing, how we have to consider this as a good writing. Completeness, correctness, credibility, clarity, conciseness, consideration, vitality. So these things are the main keywords. Through this we have to analyze and be considered as a good writing. First one, completeness. Completeness, all information needed is provided. If you are taking a topic, for example, mobile. If you are going to write a mobile about a mobile, you have to inform all the needed is provided here. Okay. Next one, correctness, relevant and precise information. If you are talking about technology, you have to go with all the technologies, or otherwise if in the technology you are going to talk only about in some important gadget, means if you go with that. Okay, so relevant, whatever you are explained, whatever you communicate in the writing, in the written form, everything should be in a relevant and practice precise information. Credibility, support your argument. Okay, don't give your, if you are whatever you done it is a correct one, you have to support your argument, support your work. And clarity, should not be ambiguous, should not be confused. Okay, conciseness, to the point wise you have to explain. Consideration, anticipate the reader's reaction, you have to find that, you have to just what we have to pull the reader's reaction. Okay, and then maintain it. Vitality, important, use the active voice. Okay, mostly use the active voice rather than the passive voice. These things are called, these things is in your writing. If we are all find it, means it is a good writing. Types of writing. So, types of writing: email, letters and memos, agendas, reports, promotional material, academic documents, research, that means scientific manuscript. So, the types of writing, first of all, we are going to see a email. Through that email itself, electronic mails. Okay, mostly the email should be the pattern is shortly we have to write the message. Okay, and the letters and memos, letters official is there, unofficial is there, memo is also no. Okay, there is a procedure is there. Memos means those who are not in proper time, so for that they will give the memos. Agendas, it is a program detail, schedule of the program. Reports, okay, after the program we have to give the reports, any program, that is a one kind of writing. And then promotional material, that is another writing. So why they promoted, what base they promoted, so for that also some rules and regulation is there. Academic documents, okay, academic documents hold here what are the events, what are, so we have to maintain that. For that we have to maintain the academic document, that is a different in the writing. And then research, it is another type of a writing. You are all know that research students all know that. Even the projects, those who are doing the project, it is a manuscript, manually we have to do all thing or search all those things, we have to make it in a one form. So these are called as the types of writing. The greatest problem in communication is the illusion that it has been accomplished. George Bernard Shaw said, the greatest problem is communication is the illusion that it has been accomplished, said by George Bernard Shaw. The greatest problem in communication is the illusion, that is the fantasy or appearance or impression that it has been accomplished, that it has been accomplished. Ten commandments, 10 rules to follow in the writing. Know what you want to say before you say it. Okay, before you say it, you have to know yourself what you are going to say before you say it. Second point, keep it simple. Okay, don't exaggerate it, don't decorate your words. Okay, just keep it simple. Use bullet points. So if you are saying in a point wise, use in a bullet form, point wise. Okay, and then WIIFM. What is in it for me? Okay, in that, in your writing, what's in it for me? Okay, that means you had to ask yourself. Don't get bogged down. Don't get bogged down. Okay, that means don't get hurried. Don't degrade yourself. Don't degrade again. Don't put the words downwards. Call to action. Call to action. Edit. Spell check. Take a 5 before hitting send. Take a 5 minutes before. Just take it and let us say before sending. So follow up. So these things are the 10 commandments to make your writing skill. Next one, audience and format. So for audience and format, what does that mean? The first step to writing is to choosing the appropriate format. We have to select the appropriate format. For example, if you are writing an essay, means for that is a format is there. You have to synopsis, give the heading, subheadings. Okay, in subheadings you have to share your ideas, main things, and conclusion. This is the format of writing a essay. For that, different types of writing already I explained you. For each type have a format. Okay, the format as well as the audience defines the writing voice. That is how formal or relaxed the tone should be. Okay, the format as well as the audience define. The audience defines the writing voices. Okay, here the writing voice, what they formal or relaxed the tone should be. Okay, the grammar is decide how we are talking or explaining very rude or formal or in a relaxed tone. Those things will be we have to follow. They will find in well as well as they will define. With everything one writes, the reader's recipient should be able to define the tone as well as the aspect of the content. Within a one sitting, within a one, every writing one writes, the reader should be able to define the tone. The reader find the pattern, find the format as well as the aspect of the content also. A composition and style. So start with your audience. The reader should be introduced with the subject. So when you are starting the composition and essay part, reader should be introduced with the subject. Create an outline helps in identifying which steps to take in which order. And then use AIDA, that means follow the attention, interest, desire, action. So that is the AIDA formula. These steps can help in the writing process. Use the AIDA, attention, interest and desire, action. So these things, attention, interest, desire, action. This is the formula. So try some empathy. One should remember that audience needs at all times. Okay, you just take authors. Okay, those who are writing books, they will find what type of book the audience will need, enjoy. So try some empathy, try some idea, try some what we have to say, their interest. That is, use the rhetorical triangle. One should make sure that one communicates why people should listen. The message should engage the audience. We have to engage the audience. Why? Why this should listen? Why people should listen? The message should be engage the audience. We have to triangle. Okay, rhetorical triangle. One should make sure that one communicates. Okay, one communicates why people should listen. Even you can take they are conveying some message through their words. We are engaged with the message because of the words, because of the ideas. Okay. Now, structure. The document should be as reader friendly as possible. Use headings, subheadings, bullet points, and numbering whenever possible to break up the text. Adding graphs and charts is also a smart way to break up your text. Using questions is a good idea. Questions helps keep the reader engaged and curious. So, structure of the so this is structure. If you are writing a document, okay, any written a written document should be as a reader friendly as possible. We make it as a very easy to read everyone, easy to understand. Using headings, subheadings, bullet points, and numbering, it is possible to break up your text. If you have lengthy text, sentence, it will be we can divide the sections like a heading, subheadings, bullet points, and numbering, those things. Adding graphs and charts, it's also a smart way to break up your text. Through the mind map we can able to understand. Okay, it will be unnecessarily using a text or breaking a text. It is very useful. Through the graphs and charts is also smart way to break up our text. Using a questions is good ideas. Okay, if you're using a questions in the written work, it is very keep the audience engaged with the curious. Okay. Grammatical errors. Grammatical errors. Yeah. Grammatical errors. It is important to learn grammar properly and to avoid a common mistakes, to avoid a silly mistakes that the spell checker won't be find. Okay, and then using words like affect instead of effect. So it is a effect. Okay, difference is there, but spelling you have to concentrate on using the words like affect instead of effect, or missing out the apostrophe should be avoided. And then everything that one writes should be of a quality that every reader will find acceptable. Every that one writes should be of a quality. If you are writing the one writing, it should be a and then that every reader will find some acceptance in the one writing itself. Proofing. Proof your headers and subheaders, that is my heading and subheadings. People often keep these and focuses on the text alone. Just because headers are big and bold doesn't mean they are error free. Okay, first of all, proof your headers and subheaders. People often skip these and focus on the text alone. Okay, why means when you are opening the book they will show the heading and footing, because it means header or a big and bold doesn't mean they are error free. It is a error free, so that's why they will skip mostly. Read the document out loud. When you are written, when you done one thing, when you done your document, read loud, read out aloud. This way one is more likely to catch the mistakes. This is another way to catch the mistakes. Use your fingers to follow text as you read. When you are reading what you written, when you are reading, you have to go with the word by word with the help of the finger. This is another trick that helps you slow down. Okay. Start at the end of your document. Proofread from the end to the beginning. This helps focusing on errors, not on a content. This helps focus. Okay, this helps to focus, concentrate on errors this way. Okay, and not on a content. Proofread from the end to the beginning. It shows to concentrate on errors, not on a content. Common errors and tips. Hyphen and dash usage. Confusion between its and its. Use of apostrophe. Abbreviation. Acronyms. Use active words. Do not switch tense very often. Proofread for accuracy. Okay. Common errors and tips. Commonly we will do in this category only. error. So for that it is a tips. Hyphen and dashes unnecessarily we won't use. Okay. Confusion between its or its. So mostly we will use a without apostrophe. Okay. Use of apostrophe. In that point also we will find some, we will doubt on the time. Okay, where we have to use a apostrophe. Abbreviation and acronyms. So where we have to use a abbreviation acronyms. So though use a active voice, it is good thing. Do not switch tenses very often. Proofread for accuracy. Proofread is for accurately we have to do it. So next one, punctuation marks. Okay, use the commas to separate elements in series. Separate words, separate words you are going in a series continuously. You have to use a commas, and to separate the ideas or classes. For that purpose, we will use a comma. We have to use correct punctuation in abbreviation. For example. So for see here, I mentioned here the second point. Use correct punctuation in abbreviation. Example, if we are saying for example, instead of that we will use a IE, that is it considered, that is etc means etc, so et etc. Okay, so this is the between a punctuation how we have to use in a abbreviation. Do not use multiple punctuation marks. For example, so see, I mentioned here, do not use multiple punctuation marks. For example, see, have it exclamatory marks, full stop, question marks, those things we are not avoid. Punctuation of lists and tables. Punctuation of list and tables is there. So for punctuation, for so many, if we are going in a list wise, we will use a punctuation mark. If we are using a table, for that we have to follow the punctuation marks. When you are writing company name usage, shortened word like Thiru, so referent. So for that we will use a shortened words. Repetition of words. Example, file, the file in the file folder. Use of ampersand. This is the, we can use a and. Okay, Islamic women sand. So we will put sometimes this symbol we will put sometimes. So use of ampersand, that is called a ampersand. Use of bold letters. Okay, and then uppercase. So uppercase means capital letter. So those things we will find a confusion. So but where we have some in the necessary place have to be follow these things and avoid unnecessary mistakes and be careful while you are writing. Utilize the full potential of written communication. Use frequent emails as per your requirement. What you write will ultimately define you as professional to your colleagues and superiors. Match the appropriate communication method to the recipient. Eliminating the excessive or unnecessary communication will improve your workflow. Mastering these skills will improve your ability and chance your career. So first of all, utilize the full potential of written communication. Okay, utilize it completely. You go with the writing skill. Okay, and use frequently emails as per your requirement. Whatever requirements you have, just go with the emails. It will be help to improve our writing skill. What you write will ultimately define you as professional to your colleagues and superior. What you write will ultimately define, explain. Okay, you as a professional to your colleagues or and superior. Match the appropriate communication method to the recipient. Match the appropriate information method, sharing a message method to the receiver. Eliminating excessive or unnecessary. Avoid excessive unnecessary things. Communication will improve your workflow. The writing skill helps your workflow, improve your workflow, how your work going very fluently. Mastering these skills will help your ability and enhance your career. If you are following these skills, if you are mastering in these skills, will improve your ability. It will improve your ability and enhance your career, and it shows your career you are in a well versed in your career. I hope girls you are all understand these writing skills, and then I hope you are all going to follow these skills in your communications. Whatever I explained in the previous classes, what we have seen in the last classes, those things will be helpful for all. I hope that, and then if you follow these things in your communication will be very effective, more effective than me also. Thank you, girls. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. At last, the overall communication skill is over. Thank you.